there, my friends. Eric Andreas, your guitar sage here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Very quickly, I want to tell you a little bit about the Ultimate Guitar Guide, Mastery of Blues. So this book is a standalone ebook, a little bit different than books 1 and 2, where those are beginner principles, beginners to advanced principles. There's some great information in there, but in regards to this book, it's really geared towards blues and everything that you're going to need to know in regards to blues. So this is a standalone book. Hopefully you'll know some of the basics about guitar. If not, you'll need to get books 1 and 2. But if you have some of those basics down and you really want to dig in to blues, this is the book for you. I cover things like the blues scale. The most essential tool for blues music is the blues scale. I show you how to play it all across the neck in all different keys and how to understand this tool. Now, the 12-bar blues progression, which is the cornerstone of chord structures of all blues, I teach you all about that and how to understand that, how to think about it. The phrasing, blues turnarounds, blues riffs will all help with not only how to understand the way that the chord progression is moving and when to do what, but I actually provide you with the exact licks that pros have been using for decades now on solos and in songs, okay? These are literally the exact licks that you'll hear Jimi Hendrix and Jimmy Page use and a myriad of other players from classics to modern times. But they're all built around the blues scale and the blues type phrasing. So there's a ton of other stuff in this book. So let's check out the detail right here. All right, my friends, let's take a look at the Blues ebook, also known as the Ultimate Guitar Guide, Mastery of the Blues. So as you know from my videos on YouTube and my instructions online, that I love the blues. This is what I grew up with, and it's in my playing, throughout my playing, rock playing and all. And I specifically wanted to create a book for users to be able to jump into blues right away because I have such a passion for it. So that's what this Mastery of the Blues is all about. If you've never played guitar before, then jumping into this book right away may not be the best idea. Hopefully you have some sort of idea. Maybe you've bought ebook 1 already, but you literally could go from ebook 1 straight into the blues ebook. You don't necessarily have to go to ebook 2 before coming to this book. So some basic knowledge of the guitar would be helpful before. However, I do jump you into this right away, where I have you learn to tune your guitar and to understand some basic diatonic harmony, just to know your way around the fretboard. What I mean by diatonic harmony is some basic theory for the fretboard so that you understand some of the concepts that we'll be covering. I jump right into the pentatonic scale, which is also known as the 5-note scale, and it will be the basis of our blues playing. I give you many forms. This form 1 is probably the most important. You've heard it throughout all genres of music, but a true understanding of these forms is going to help in the minor and major version of the program. Now, I unlock a lot of mysteries about this that will help you to realize that you don't have to know nearly as much as you might think. There are not thousands or even hundreds of scales truly that you're going to need to know. If you know these 5 forms and you know them in all keys, which is very easy as I'll explain in the book, you'll be able to play over any song that you're hearing. I go straight into the blues scale after this, which is basically just an extension of the pentatonic scale. And it's going to be our basis for a lot of these blues licks that we'll be learning later on in the book. In the building 7th chords portion of the program, I teach you exactly how to take any chord that you're playing and turn it into a 7th chord. I show you visually how to do this and also formation-wise how to understand the structure of the chord. The 12-bar blues is, you've heard me talk about this before, it's a chord progression that's built off of chords that have a 12-bar structure, hence the name, 12-bar blues, or 12 measures of music, if you will. And there are many songs throughout history that have used the 12-bar blues, but we talk about this a bit, and a true understanding of the 12-bar blues is going to help with your feeling of this music. I give you examples in a couple different keys, 3 different keys actually, and in the number system. Springboards I cover in ebook 2 as well, but I thought it was beneficial for you in the blues ebook since we're working up the neck, and some understanding of where you're at is going to truly help with your playing. When we're talking about phrasing, we're basically talking about soloing or understanding of improvisation. So you probably know that a lot of blues players, when they're playing, are making things up using the blues scale or the pentatonic scale. And understanding phrasing is going to help a tremendous amount with your not just running through scales, but understanding how to speak with your guitar. I have the complete how to play guitar tablature section in this book, as it will be crucial for the exercises coming up and for your downloading of tablature from different sites in order to add to your chord and scale vocabulary and your lick vocabulary. And to start that off, I have this blues lick primer, where basically I'm breaking down licks from Led Zeppelin, ZZ Top, from classic blues players. So we have the lick primer 2, and then I go straight into boogie woogie riffs. Now these licks are 1 measure per, and you will be able to truly get these blues scales under your fingers in a different way than just playing the scales. Now you're going to actually have vocabulary and things to say on your guitar. Just like a child who, if you just gave him a dictionary, would probably not be able to form words to build sentences just by himself. Here, you're actually given a phrase, just like a child is, in order to get what he wants. If he's hungry or if he needs to use the restroom, those phrases will help. Same way as a guitar player or a musician, we need to understand phrasing, and that's what that section is about. These licks will bring that to life. Boogie woogie riffs essentially are licks, but more of a rhythm type of style, the part in a song that you might hear underneath the lead guitar player. And I start you off with some basic boogie woogie riffs in a few different keys, and then we go into some different variations. These boogie woogie riffs are going to help tremendously with your vamping with other musicians and to truly understand the 12-bar blues progression. Boogie woogie turnarounds are that part at the end of a chord progression that basically give you a heads up that we're going to be starting that chord progression over again. And I give this to you in several different keys as well. And lastly, as you know, I'm a big fan of discovery on the guitar, and these blank tablature pages and blank chord stamp templates are things that I've had guitar players thank me a lot for, because they're able to continue to increase their guitar value and their guitar exploration by writing these new discoveries down. As a kid, I used to have these papers all over my room and built catalogs of them, which is now part of the Unstoppable Guitar System. And these books that I'm writing now, they were my discoveries as well as other teachers that I sat down with, and collectively it became these systems that I'm teaching you now. So, you could take these, print them up, and continue on with that exploration.